Where's your ashtray? You
That's
fuck?
what I'm asking about. There's only one on this table.
Come on,
You have it in your bag. Where's your ashtray?
Where's your fucking ashtray?
This fucking guy, man.
Where's your fucking ashtray?
This guy's a gaslighter. That's all he is. You got a light?
Oh, here we go.
Where's
you
your
want
lighter?
a fucking dick too? You want manliness too? You fuck. You want to pay your bills, you little bitch?
Look at this guy, man.
Tired of this garbage.
0 to 100. That's what it takes.
Gotta light this guy's ass up.
You've been lighting me up all night, man.
Bro, I started lighting up your back and boom.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, don't lie. I got like old man hands. You know old man strength?
No, man.
You gave him a massage?
Old man strength.
Fuck yeah, dude. He had a knot on his back. And I put a nut on his back.
Old man strength was like jujitsu this morning, man. This fucking guy, man. I fucking hate him.
Why?
He's good. He's just
Is he
he's
that
heavy.
good?
He's not that good. It's goon strength, man. He's at the trades guy told you. Electrician for like 30 years.
What does he weigh?
250.
Why are you? But yo, who told you? Who gave you permission to start rolling with a guy that big?
No, we were just rotating, and I got told. Like professor's like, yo, okay,
Yeah,
Hector,
but
Marcel.
just be like, yo, Professor.
No.
Professor X, chill.
It's so demoralizing whenever I roll with this guy. His name's Marcel. He's cool. He's an awesome dude, but it's just like, fuck, man. Passes my guard like right away. Cross faces me.
The problem
I'm like, dude, fuck. Today I actually did better against him than I ever have. I actually managed to like escape more, and I almost got him in an armbar. But Jesus Christ, man, it's just so hard.
Yeah, but dude, the problem is this, Hector. If you're at like single digits body fat and you're 200 pounds, that's a different story than when, or even if you're 15%.
No, this guy's thick.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you're also thick.
No, he's thicker. Like he's got a proper belly on him.
I get it, but I think if you had abs, right, you would have a better idea of what you actually weigh and who you should actually roll with, right? You probably weigh like 175.
I know what makes sense to roll with. No, it's maybe probably a bit more than that. 75 is pretty light. That's like, be like high school.
No, bro. What do you? Hold on. Do you have abs?
No.
Okay. You would never know until you have abs.
Sure.
So.
But I think 175 would be just a bit too low. But close.
People lose a lot more weight than you think to get lean. Like a lot of these guys, like more plates, more dates.
Yeah.
At his peak, he was 199, and he's humongous.
Yeah, he's like white boy dense though.
And he's 6 foot. He's got big legs, everything.
How big's his dick?
I don't know. Next time I swing on it, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you do that. Appreciate it.
Dr. Evil, what's going on, dog?
Is it recording now?
Yeah, that was just our intro.
Yeah.
You just ruined it, by the way. Is it recording now?
Is everybody recording?
That's why I started with the doctor.
Dr. Evil.
I know, that's why I asked.
Dr. Evil's one of those guys in our age group that has the.
You okay?
He's got some dad tendencies. No, I just want to see. I wanted to go with a route, but then
okay.
Not really. It's not really true.
I got you.
I was gonna be like he's technologically retarded, but not really true.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. No, it's an overstatement. What's going on, man?
I don't know, not a whole lot. Same stuff. Just mostly work.
Have you ever taken time off and just walked around Boston?
No. I've barely been to Boston. Actually, I haven't. I literally haven't been to Boston in like a month or two.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember you mentioned you went once with like, was it work or was it other, like at one point you went out, I think, right? It was something.
Yeah, that's when.
Yeah,
when,
I got you.
When
never mind. Yeah, I got. Yeah, okay. Enough said.
CIA
of your.
But that was back in like May or something.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, so it's been a couple months.
I don't know when that thing happened.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Evil, let's get right into it, you fuck. Pull up.
Which one do you want to start with?
Pull up Telegram.
Which one do you want to start with? The first one?
Well, let's read him off to me, and then we'll go about it.
All right. I need like music here. Just like this one up on the list is Brittney Griner. Just got sentenced to 9 years plus what's like $1 million rubles. I think I didn't take a look at the number. 15 million, which is what?
Just like 15 grand, something like that.
It's not the money.
It's not the money. Yeah, it's a sentence.
It's 9 years.
The 9 years.
Make it $1 million in like 1 day. That would make more sense.
Basically bail.
Dr. Evil, you go ahead first because you always fucking bitch out and go last. What do you think?
Just about the case?
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it interesting that they're trying to leverage this for a trade with the that weapons dealer.
I think that's
some drug dealer apparently.
I think that's basically what this is. Is all that this is. And they didn't get their way, and they just like, okay, fuck it, she's getting 9 years then, and she'll just be stuck in here until you guys can renegotiate, and then we can do an exchange.
That's a realistic conclusion, I think.
Because
they're corrupt as fuck, of course.
Well, there was also, I sent it to you. I don't know if I sent it to Dr. Evil here. Did you hear about Dr. Evil? There was another case, very, very similar case that happened last year with another American woman who came in, and she got caught with 15 grams because Brittney Griner was oil from like a vape
grams.
pen, a vape pen, right?
CBD oil?
Yeah, no, it was like THC, but it was like concentrated, but whatever.
Nothing though, really.
Yeah, not quantity's not much, concentration's high, but whatever. This other similar case that happened was an American tourist. They came in with 15 grams of supposed medical marijuana. Obviously that shit didn't fly. They're like, we don't care if it's for, to save your mother or if it's for you to have fun with your friends. It doesn't matter to us. It's the same. So she got let off pretty lightly with, what was it, like 15 days or some shit?
It was like 2 weeks and like $100.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was weak.
Oh, right.
I mean, makes sense.
So the precedent
right?
was like way less than what they gave her.
Yeah,
here.
so my initial thought was that they were just trying to make a statement with Griner because she's got more notoriety. Like, she's a professional ball player, this and that. She'll be in the news more than some random American tourist. But then this thing came up with the exchange with I don't know what the guy's name is, but yeah, with the arms like deal or whatever. I think that's probably the more.
His name is Victor Bout or Bout.
Bout.
Yo, talk to him, Dr. Evil. Talk to him.
B-O-U-T.
You guys are.
But here's the funny thing: they arrested that guy in like, I don't know, it was some Southeast Asian country. It wasn't in the U.S.
But they.
So it's kind of.
Did they extradite him?
Yeah. Well, not really. They basically kidnapped him.
Wait, the Americans did?
Yeah, man. The Americans got like worldwide jurisdiction.
Damn,
that's a little bit concerning too. I guess.
But that's kind of.
Let's
not lie. I feel like that has to be an extradition. The way they just kidnap him, like what the fuck? You're talking like again, just black hooded him and then just shipped him off to like fucking
that's a new
Quantico.
Level. It's a new level of gangster.
That is.
You know what I mean? Political gangsterness is like so cutthroat. It's top notch. Is there anything better than just blowing up a village and be like, oh yeah, fuck it?
Any more power than being able to bomb a country and then no one
anything better than that?
Yeah, there's nothing like what's more powerful
in terms of
than
power.
that?
In terms of power, yeah, I think that's
like other than
he was arrested.
God.
It says he was arrested in Thailand on terrorism charges by the Royal Thai Police in cooperation with American authorities in Interpol.
Thais are a bunch of fucking rats, though.
So, well, hold on a second. So the Americans were involved from the beginning. So yeah, this isn't someone. It's not a kidnapping.
I suspect they like coordinated the whole thing.
No, 100%. But it's not like he was arrested for some unrelated thing in another country, and then the Americans caught wind of it and decided to fly over and like take him out.
No,
this was like they were looking for. Yeah, they were looking for him for a while, and then they eventually.
No, this was they arranged a false transaction with him in Thailand. Because they knew that he wouldn't go to the U.S.
Yeah, no.
But the entire transaction was bullshit.
But what I'm saying is like this was well planned and thought of in advance from the Americans for a long time. This was not just like a random like, oh shit, he got caught, let's go sweep him. This was like, we want to get this guy.
No, it was
what's the best way to do it? Yeah,
trapped him.
Well,
you guys are arguing about nothing right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain what it is. It's like the same thing here. What I'm saying is the Americans were behind it from day one. So like, of course, like this isn't like.
But there's a difference between them doing surveillance and like intercepting him, versus actually just arranging a false buy to begin with, where it was all a sham.
They do that kind of shit all the time. That's just a sting. That's just a sting operation. That's
yeah,
all
that's exactly that's the word for it. But it's in Thailand. This is like some movie stuff.
Yeah, sure, but like that's not that.
What do you think movie stuff comes from?
I was gonna say, I'm like, to me that's
well,
not.
Well, they literally made a movie about this, so
that's not that far
from
out.
The real shit.
No, well, no, the original, like what he did before, like his exploits. Lord of War. Have you ever heard of it?
No, my point is that the original thing happens and they make like a better movie version or something.
No, the movie is made of his life story essentially before him getting caught. Like what he
like a documentary.
He's an arms dealer. You know that, right? Like a high level like the arms dealer, right? And so Lord of War is based on his life and what he did. This honestly is almost like just another page in his book, but the book on him is crazy. Who he used to deal with, sell to, all this stuff.
I think these guys are gone for life.
Yo, would you ever consider being an arms dealer, Dr. Evil? If you could, like, go back in time? Would you think about it?
Maybe. You know what?
Go back in time.
If you had
Was
an
it too
in.
late?
No, if you had an in.
What, was I going to be an arms dealer like 5 years ago when it was the right time?
What I'm saying is, like, you know, you don't have an in. Nobody does, really. Like, who do we know who has an in that? Like, no, I don't know anybody that.
Dude, that'd be like fucking War Dogs, man. They didn't have an in. They just made their way in.
Yeah, but that's like.
No, it had to do with these guys were part of a military that collapsed with the Soviet Union, and now they just had all this stuff lying around, and they had access to selling it. It was a time and place thing.
Yeah, that was time and place thing. But it's not like someone tapping on the shoulder. It's like, hey, kid.
All of that's like
you want to start
all like the oligarchs, all of that was time and place. You can't reproduce any of that.
Yeah, but it wasn't like some guy tapped them on the shoulder. It's like, hey, kid, you want to start selling
what's interesting?
warheads?
There's a lot of time and place things, even smaller than this.
Of course.
Like A and B, that guy, you can't replicate that
Everything
business.
is time and place, basically.
So crazy. That's such a small business. It's like not replicable.
Yeah, of course.
Fucking retarded.
Of course.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, man. I think this is like some hostage situation type shit that they're taking advantage of. No, I'm talking about
he's going back to Griner. You're just like her getting 9 years and all that stuff.
This is just like a hostage situation.
It's like the Huawei thing, you know?
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
Taking political prisoners.
Wrong place, wrong time almost, really, for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
There.
All right?
Yeah.
Could have been her. Literally could have been her teammate.
That was still stupid to do that. But
No,
obviously,
yeah, of course it's stupid, but
Yeah,
I
but
could
dude.
see that. It's this, what she brought in is tiny. Like, you could easily forget about this.
Yeah, but that's some hood rat shit too at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like irresponsible hood rat shit.
I've done that by accident. I brought one of these over from LA. Okay, hold on. I got to start for Dr.
I wouldn't take that to China or Russia.
No, I agree, but
Thailand.
it's the idea of, like, when you fly into Canada, you can't bring anything with you. It doesn't matter that it's legal in Canada. You can't be
When did she go there, actually?
Months ago. It was
8 months ago. 6 months ago?
Before Ukraine?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. It got overshadowed because of Ukraine. But it was, I remember hearing about it.
It was within like a fair time span of Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think it was like within a month and a half, 2 months.
Something like that. Yeah. So it's been a few months.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
She
crazy.
competed since 2014? What the fuck? She's been in Russia playing basketball?
Yeah.
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 I thought she was in the NBA.
She was also WNBA. No, NBA.
But that's in the US, right?
Yeah,
It's
it is.
seasonal though, you know that, right? Like all these things are seasonal.
Sorry?
That's why.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why like
they-
NBA
okay, I guess they, like,
basketball
stagger
guys.
it.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
They could play like USA ball.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
Dwight Howard playing in China?
Well, sort of, because like
Sort of.
the NBA, the actual NBA pays so much, you'd never need to do anything else in your off season. You're set. Like if you're
They were on strike, whatever. They
If you-
walked out.
if you're a good player, if you're starting for the team, you don't need any other job. But the WNBA pays peanuts, so in the off season they're gonna be looking for something else, somewhere else to go and play and do and like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit
She
of a
looks like Wiz
different
Khalifa.
situation.
He is Wiz Khalifa.
The one thing that's like really, actually, it's the message that I sent to you, Armand, is that post where they're basically claiming like racism on this. I'm like, this nothing to do.
No.
This is literally like you're getting held,
Yeah.
you're getting leveraged.
Yeah, this is
You're
an
getting leveraged.
opportunistic moment for them.
It is, and it's just just wrong place, wrong time. If it wasn't her, if it was a teammate in the same situation, like that was on the plane or whatever, would have been them.
Could have been you, Hector.
Could have been me,
If
buddy,
you were,
with my CBD pen.
I would have give you tips
Yeah.
over the phone.
I legit that's when I left mine in my carry-on when I came from LA to when I flew in here. I totally forgot about it. No one saw anything, so whatever, it's all good. But if they would have looked in my bag, they're like, "Yo, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
I'll tell you guys a story quickly.
Or what you got?
Somebody I know, somebody pretty close to me brought brought over like 100 amps and put it in a shoe, and
Jesus.
he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put aluminum around it."
Why the fuck?
100 amps? What do you mean,
100
ampules?
Ampules of testosterone from Iran
Mm.
over, because well, it's farm grade, right? So it's like the money that
Yeah,
you
right,
pay
yeah.
for it there, it's like 50 cents an amp. You can sell it for like $20 here, right?
Crazy,
But yeah, he brought like 100 in his shoes,
bro.
and this guy, he's one of those guys. He's so stupid, right? That he just gets that stupid luck.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
He does like shit without really considering things, but he just gets away with them. Right time, right place. What's the next topic, Hector?
Canadian researchers find new way to treat strokes with breakthrough study.
intravenous still though,
Everything's
so you
intravenous.
can't really do it yourself.
You can do intravenous to yourself.
I don't know. That means you have to like get it into a vein. That's kind of.
I can do it into a vein.
I feel like it's not that easy.
I think there's going to be a lot of people have a fear of injecting themselves, but I think a few people.
I mean, like if you're having a stroke, it's a lot easier to take a pill than it is to,
Absolutely.
self-administer an intravenous injection.
For sure, but if you're somebody who's worried about having strokes, you're already a small part of the population. So I think it's if you want to live.
Wow, that
you gotta,
still might be like millions of people.
Sure, but it's irrelevant, right? Don't get to that point or die, or or
Don't
do
get
this
to that point.
or do this, right? Like okay, there's guys that want to be 35 years old and in peak condition of their life, and they don't have the right testosterone level, so you take tests, but there are side effects, right? Everything's like this.
That is the peak condition of their life.
Not some guys. Some
What?
guys
Oh,
let it
man,
go.
You're saying peak condition of their life if they have better testosterone.
Still nothing.
Just give it like a few minutes, like.
Sorry, repeat that again, Dr. Evil.
It is peak of the condition of their life. There's a difference between peak condition of your life with and without hormone supplementation.
Yeah, but some guys they let it go. Is my thing that I'm trying to say is that they let it go, so they're no longer in their peak, man. Like the guy's in his peak at 22 and he just lets it go, and by the time he's 30, 35, he's out of his peak. Now, if he trains and stuff, sure, but like I'm saying, there's a lot of guys that don't train. They don't.
I know, but like Christ, dude, the whole peak thing. That's what it's all about.
I was like, we're back on this one again.
The peak is
I
important,
know.
man.
How did it come back to this already?
The peak is important. All right, are we back? Are we back or what?
It's this like short-lived moment of super high maintenance and super high vanity. Yo, I watched that Meyer Lansky movie, Hector. You know, the one that I think you brought up a while ago.
Refresh me
With
on it.
Harvey Keitel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's pretty bad, but like for anybody that's interested in that stuff, you'd still end up watching it.
Harvey Keitel. Hold on, which one? Did I tell you what?
Dr. Evil, are you rock climbing over there?
Not at all.
Should get on that.
I climbed the wall in like a year.
Get on that, man.
Or since December.
There's something nice about being young and having the ability to do these things.
Damn, dude.
Yo, Dr. Evil.
Keitel's 83.
This one, no good?
He's 83,
No,
man.
I know. I mean, like the movie is no good.
Yeah, no. Well, the scenes with him are interesting because it's it's charisma, but everything else in the storyline is pretty shitty.
Maybe you're pretty.
It just
shitty.
looks like a budget film too.
Hector, is it on?
What to find out?
No, did you turn it on?
No, I left it off so I could
Okay.
like charge a bit of juice.
Okay.
Guess how old his wife is.
How old? 40.
40.
Oh, actually, she's pretty old. No, she's 61. But he's 83.
Why did you get so like?
That
excited?
doesn't. Hold on. Dr. Evil,
She
that's
looked
not that
good.
different.
No, she looked good for her age, and
Okay.
then I saw, she's actually 61.
That's not
I
that
thought
different.
she was like
though.
45.
Oof,
But yeah, you're right. Even that's not crazy.
Even 45 is not that crazy. I've seen worse, man.
45 and 80. It's not
Dude,
crazy, but it's that's a gap, bro.
Okay, you know Aura?
Do I know Aura? Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the photo I was looking at.
I remember going in there
Mm.
and seeing a guy who was like, swear to God, a good 70, with a girl who's a 20, just down her mouth, just fucking grabbing titties and shit. And I was like, yo!
What the fuck, dude?
Who did a grandpa swap, man? Fuck.
Fucking hell.
It was
Yeah, that's too
concerning.
much.
She looks pretty young there, actually.
She looks hella young there, bro.
Yeah, she does.
I don't know if he's 85 there.
Well, no.
No.
Probably not.
No, he's
60
this is
there.
2010, I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
he's what? He's like
75.
71 there.
Yeah, yeah.
75. No, he's 85. He'd be 75.
12 years.
No,
ago.
71.
Not 10.
Now he's
So it'd be
83.
Oh, okay, 83. I heard 85.
Good on him.
Don't worry about the math, bro. Okay. What are you fact checking us, you
No,
motherfucker?
man. That's what I do. That's what I do here. I'm an
But so
audit.
even here, she's like 49. That's
She's a good 49.
pretty good at 49.
That pick is
You could have told me she was 39. I'd be like, yeah. It's just the angle, probably.
Hector, give us a quick summary for the people.
Okay, so there has been a new treatment plan, we'll call it, for people suffering from strokes or potentially, I guess, at risk for strokes. So the article goes, Canadian researchers find new way to treat strokes with a breakthrough study. So there's been some research from Toronto and Calgary who have found that there's a drug that they use to treat heart attacks that may also work for the most common type of stroke, which I think was tranexemic or acute ischemic stroke. Yeah. Dr. Evil, you looked at this briefly. Is there anything here that sticks out to you at all?
No, not really. Except the dosage is still intravenous.
So how does that...
That's what I mentioned earlier. It would just be nice if it was a pill. And then you can carry it in your pocket. And if you have a stroke, you just pop it.
Is this more
Especially
like
if you're alone.
a diabetes thing? Like those kind of... Like that's all...
You gotta hit it. You gotta get a vein.
Oh, shit. Oh, vein, right? Because a diabetes is intramuscular, right?
Diabetes intramuscular.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's subcutaneous. You just like pop it anywhere in your body
one of
and
those,
inject. But this is like,
Insulin
imagine if
meters.
you're having a stroke and now you have to get it into your.
I think, well, this is pretty...
You're-
Is this still early stages?
Hold on, guys. I have a quick fix for this. Okay, guys like this that have
What?
to hit
Intravenous?
intravenous, they have primary lines that's already attached to their vein.
No, man. Walk around with that shit.
What do you mean walk around with that shit? It's a little fucking line that comes there and it's just there. I've seen this.
Well, hold on. The...
Sure, but like most people aren't gonna be like that. They're just potentially at the risk of stroke, and maybe even like in a first aid kit, you could have this.
Is it
Just
that...
grab that quickly.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
that
know.
quick access? Like, sorry, quick release? Yeah, I thought this was like a...
Probably not, but the
treat-
sooner you take it, the better, I imagine.
I thought this was like a preventative treatment thing. Or is this like treatment
No,
for
this
the stroke?
is like allergy meds.
I don't know.
No, this is like
Is
when
it
I read it,
preventative?
it was very like it's not precautionary.
Because if it's
like
not preventative, yeah, intravenous is honestly kind of ridiculous.
No, but it's not ridiculous. I
It
told
is.
you guys. There's
I understand,
there's-
man, but imagine like you got an EpiPen and it has to be intravenous now, bro. The whole point of the EpiPen is
no,
you
no, but you
fucking
don't have to have
get
an
in there.
EpiPen. You can have an IV that's in your house, or you can have a small patch of IV that is portable, and you just pop it in.
no. But the idea is that
It's not
when
popping
you're
it in, you gotta get it into the vein.
when you're
You
being
already have a fucking catheter.
you're being too calm
in
about
your
this.
vein.
The idea is that
Catheter.
when you're in this situation, the idea that
Yeah, dude.
the reason
You're
why
gonna
the
be all slurring and shit.
what the fuck,
You're
bro?
gonna be lagging out.
Dude, have you ever
And now
seen
you
someone
have
have a
to do this, like-
stroke? They're like fucked, bro.
Listen to me,
You think
guys.
they're just gonna like
Precise,
crawl to their fucking bed like in Wolf of Wall Street and he goes like, ugh. He's on the
You think you're gonna have
Quaaludes.
finger
I think-
dexterity,
I
dude?
think
You're barely
you
gonna be
guys
able to hold anything in your hand.
No,
Seriously,
you got
bro.
one side
Even
that's
with
gonna
your
be
fucking
fine,
catheter.
man. Listen,
But you're right. I don't know if this is treating emergencies. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't think it's emergency treatment,
This is
bro.
emergency
This would be
treatment, bro.
terrible. Fucking
This is
like,
emergency treatment.
this
bro.
would be the fucking worst, bro.
It's the
fumbling,
best.
fumbling with a needle and then trying
Do
to
better, man.
I feel like it is because it says
Oh
it's
my
faster
God.
to administer to stroke patients.
Exactly.
God,
But
A
there's
stroke
a-
patient is someone who had a stroke, so I
yeah,
think it is.
had it's afterwards.
I know that, but what I'm saying is you could administer yourself.
So bad, dude. Like you said, man, your dexterity's gone.
My
Then
dexterity
if your heart
is
gives
solid.
out, you can give yourself CPR too.
It's like, bro, it's like your arm, but 10 times worse.
No, this arm is pretty bad.
Bro, have you seen someone on a stroke?
Yeah, but you still have your other hand.
Dude,
Seen those stroke commercials? Because they're sitting in the kitchen and the one guy just half his face melts off.
bro, it's fucking awful. There
We're
was a
going to hell, Hector.
there was a guy at my there was a church I used to go to in Vancouver with my parents when I was a kid, and there was a guy who had a bad reaction from a stroke years ago. Literally,
Yeah.
his half. That was the first time I've ever seen somebody after like this, half his body literally dragging, like his whole arm looked like it was
Yeah.
dead, like
Yeah.
actually dead.
And you see weird
Did he
joint
recover?
movements.
No, that was his. He had a bad recovery from a stroke, and as long as I went to church there, which was years, poor old man was like this. That was just his life.
So I wonder if that guy wanted to kill himself, he can
No,
just go to
man.
Sweden.
I don't think so.
Can you just
Dude,
go to Sweden and just
Catholics
put a
don't
bullet?
believe in that shit, bro. This guy's hardcore Catholic. No way.
Oh, okay.
Give
Well,
up.
what I'm saying is, like, if you're not Catholic,
Well, then yeah, probably, man. If you're not Catholic, just do a lot more things, man. I
just
don't know.
do a quick plane ticket. Hector, would you come with me if I had a stroke? And I was like, yo.
I'll press a button, bro.
we'll get you that intravenous.
No, you're trying to get out your last thoughts. You're like, yo, bro, I just want to, and then I just go and press the button.
No. I got a better scenario. You're like, okay, Armand. So finally, any last thoughts? The best last thoughts. And I'm like, you know what?
Just
Right
turned him
before
off
I
too
could
early.
do anything, he just puts his hand on my mouth, just fucking chokes me, and presses the button, and I just die, just fucking trying to scream something.
Oh my god.
And he turns to you guys. He's like, "That's how you want it to go,
Yeah, exactly. We talked about this in the podcast, episode 338. Check it out.
bro." 338. By the time we're that age, bro, it's gonna be like 16,000 something.
Fucking hell.
Yo, I'm looking at the criminal charges for that Russian weapons merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
How bad?
It's like conspiracy to kill U.S. nationals,
Oh
conspiracy
my
to kill
God.
U.S.
Anything-
officers,
Well, anytime
and
it's
employees,
anytime it's
conspiracy to
conspiracy,
acquire
Bro,
export
any of
missile
those-
system designed to destroy aircraft.
he's going straight to Guantanamo.
Yo, this guy's gonna get butt fucked with a fucking
Actually-
cock meat sandwich.
Probably ADX Florence, most likely.
So
Well,
that
regardless, he's
this
fucked.
it's funny. It's like the perfect. It's the same number that basketball player had to pay a $15,000 fine when you convert the rubles.
Yes.
He had to forfeit 15 million.
Just added a few more zeros.
Yeah, and 25 years prison.
And he served his time.
No, he's
No,
not serving yet. I don't think.
no, he's like 55, man. He's not that old.
He just got sentenced. I think. I don't even think he's in jail yet.
So
You're gonna make a Lord of War Part 2.
What's it gonna be? Just him behind bars,
he's gonna come out at 80.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna
Or-
be that guy at
I
Aura.
don't know.
or there's a swap, that happens.
These guys
So,
are all spring chickens compared to Biden, and Biden became president. So
like if there's enough public outcry, actually probably not even that, but if there's a political incentive to do so, maybe there's a swap. Who knows?
All right, next topic.
Next ones are not out of left field, but they're more funky. We got two that are kind of related. One is an ancient sea beast that lived in fresh water, and it's not the Loch Ness monster. It's this huge carnivorous
Pogo
reptile.
shit.
Kind of, yeah. It's you ever seen those? I think they're called plesiosaurs, or
Yeah, Plesiosaurus.
Yeah. it's like that basically. But those were generally considered to be ocean-dwelling creatures, right? Like
Not freshwater.
anytime you think of the biggest animals in existence, even currently, the idea is that they're
Ocean,
all in the
salt
ocean.
water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so with this case, there was potentially an example of that found in like a freshwater environment, which is kind of fucked up to think about, but also cool from biology perspective.
I think it's underestimated how much fresh water there was back then.
That's the other thing too, is like it probably gives them more insight into what maybe reconsider some of their
Was there more or less?
more freshwater back,
fresh
more
water
than
back
they
then.
considered,
There was more fresh water back then.
Yeah.
because to be able to
Was there more fresh?
well,
water?
Google's not going to tell you, because these guys are probably going to, if they revise, then they'll have to revise, and then Google will tell you something else.
Google updates based on their revisions.
Basically.
Fuck. Come on.
Well,
man.
it's the idea
They're
that
the source.
for, I guess, their theory for land animals and or animals in general, like in sizing, is they need more food and more space to get bigger. That's just so. There's a reason why the ocean is generally also. I mean, the blue whale is the biggest animal in existence.
Yeah.
But if you get a huge animal, in a freshwater environment, you're not gonna have it in some tiny ass pond. It has to be in
No.
a big body of water. So, I mean, Lake Superior is fucking huge. First of all, like
Yeah,
that's
we're talking
freshwater.
bigger though.
But that's exactly. So it's like if imagine you had more of those,
Yeah.
right, around, then that could potentially house an animal this size, kind of thing. And then it would revise what the previous theory of like how much there was around.
And I would imagine back then, because the Earth was younger, environment, like the ecosystem, was more, I guess, toxic. So it was like there was more growth and more volcano eruptions, more earthquakes, more common, more frequent.
says science or the Earth has lost a quarter of its water. Although water covers 70% of the Earth's surface, water is actually a rare blah blah blah. Nevertheless, escape to space. A new study indicates hydrogen from split water molecules has escaped into space. That sounds like bullshit.
You heard it here, folks.
How does it escape
It's bullshit.
into space?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Nothing escapes into space. The only thing that escapes into space are my hopes and dreams.
Heat.
Hundo.
It's just heat is the only thing I think.
Penis. 2.
Hey, Dr. Evil, have you ever heard of reverse entropy?
I mean, no, but I guess I can surmise what you mean.
No, it's not real. I was just kidding. My parents were watching Tenet tonight, and so you remember you and I watched it way back when it came out. But the one they're
Yeah, I
explaining.
couldn't hear shit.
What the fuck? What'd you do?
Remember the movie? We couldn't really hear any of the dialogue.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's subtitled now, which is nice. I thought you meant you couldn't hear like me because Armand's like fiddling with some knobs.
No, the movie.
Yeah, they were watching the part where the girl explains how like the inverted system works, all that shit, and she's like, "Oh yeah, it's reverse entropy." Fucking hell, I'm reverse entropy.
All right, well that's fucking. This is the thing. A lot of things wouldn't matter if there was some big ass dinosaurs. You know what I mean? There's some big ass dinosaurs walking around. A lot of shit wouldn't matter.
What would? Okay, you know we've asked the question of what would you do in X situations, like, you know, if I give you $20 and you have to like make it away your cost, kind of blah blah.
Yeah.
If I gave you 5 items from our current timeline to bring with you to a dinosaur kind of timeline.
Anything?
Anything? Okay, I'll give you some stipulations here. It can be anything.
Yeah.
When I mean 5, literally 5. So it can't be like, oh, I want bullets, so you're gonna get 5. No, it's like if you bring a bullet, you bring 1 bullet. You know what I'm saying? But it can be anything, literally anything. Anything. 5 things. Yeah, just 1 bullet, 1 gun. Just fucking shoot yourself. And I had to post you up. Yeah, right?
That's 2 items, bro. You had a cheat code.
And then I had to post you up in this kind of like environment that we just talked about, these little dinosaurs, whatever. And you could
not little, bro. They're fucking humongous.
Yeah, I'm trying to make you feel trying to make you feel better,
1
bro.
bullet, 1 gun. 2 junior chickens. And fucking
5 items. What would you bring?
Dr. Evil, you go first.
No, man, you gotta go first.
I don't know. I gotta think about this.
Yeah, Dr. Evil, you know he's not creative.
Wait,
on the
you
spot
just like airdrop someone in the rainforest with all these dinosaurs around?
Yeah, we'll do like some time traveling, made up shit. This is like just a scenario, right? Obviously.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Dr. Evil, even better, because he knows his reference. We'll do it Hitman style, where you can you can pick the items and then you can pick where they're dropped.
Guns.
No, yeah, no. But what I'm saying is like the idea of like
pass me that joint.
You can find out where they're
get higher for this.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be bad. You can find out where they are. But you're like, oh, if you want them like under a tree somewhere, then it can be there. Like it doesn't matter. But only 5 items.
Who's gonna go first?
Oh, I'm asking the question. Someone else got. I'm gonna answer my own.
And you're
question.
alone?
Yeah,
This is
you're
like a survival
Yeah,
thing?
you're survival.
And there's dinosaurs around?
Yeah.
Oh man, even if there weren't dinosaurs around, I wouldn't know what to bring.
Well, that's gotta start with
Just
that.
like bring a phone.
What the
and,
fuck's the phone gonna do
sat
for you?
phone.
What's the phone gonna do for you there? There's no technology
Try and
there.
call civilization.
Try to call the future.
There's like no society you can run to.
No. I'm saying I'm taking you back to that time. You have 5 things that you can bring
1
with you.
1 bullet, 1 gun.
Yeah.
2 junior chickens. And I don't know.
Shoot yourself, man. At this point.
Some like cookies and cream. Yeah.
The Last Supper,
I
man.
mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, that probably would.
Bottle of whiskey, chocolate bar. And then
So are you at this point? Are you gonna get at least 1 blunt?
you can get whatever the fuck. I said, man, anything
Dr.
in the world.
Evil. No, I'm asking Dr. Evil.
Oh,
Are you gonna get a blunt, or are you gonna just stay sober? What are you gonna do?
Probably get the Xanax.
that's a good one.
I'd do
Get
heroin.
Xan out.
I'd do heroin, a line of blow, and just blow my head off.
Those are your 3 items. Jesus.
No, if I'm trying to go and I'm trying to go out with a bang, that's
But
what I would do.
that's not the point. Is like, can you
No, I would try to survive. I'll
All right,
get
5
a
items.
bunker.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good one.
I get a
What,
bunker.
you could get a whole bunker?
Yeah, you get a
Yeah,
whole
dude.
bunker. But here's the thing, because like with only 5 items, sure, he's got a bunker. What the fuck else does he have? Nothing.
Yeah.
There's no power because there's no fucking power in that time.
Yeah, but you
There's
have
no
like a
nothing.
whole shelter there. That's something.
Yeah, but what is that? What are you gonna do? Just starve? Like what? So yeah, what do you got?
You could have like
Bunker?
a
What I'm saying is that-
nuclear power plant.
I did say 1 item, but like just that doesn't mean that it's like a guarantee that it's gonna work, right? So yeah, so bunker, that's a good one. What else?
Bunker. He just taught me a good one, like a infusion nuclear plant where I can.
Nuclear generator.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
I
good
can-
one. No,
so I
no,
can
that's good.
Shoot
Sure.
off fucking.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I could shoot
Fusion
some
nuclear
shit off,
power
man.
plant.
No, I thought it was just like a generator for power. What do you mean?
Yeah, it also has a little gun.
Okay, that no. Let's be like
No?
things that exist today, motherfucker, not future things. I'm talking
Okay.
about present
This guy's
time.
playing Fallout 3.
Yeah, I'm talking about present time items that you can take.
Nuclear plant, but I can't. How can I use that nuclear plant in a weapon?
No, but you can't.
You don't need a weapon, man. You just need energy.
Why do you need a
So you
weapon?
can
Why is
heat
everything
your,
weapons, bro?
How are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that do fucking nuclear rail gun? Like what
How are you
the
gonna
fuck,
eat?
bro?
Okay, fine.
Make it simpler. You got
inside
power
inside,
and bunker. That's
okay.
2. That's 2. Okay.
Some type of vegetation inside.
A
inside the
greenhouse.
bunker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside.
You have
You
one
grow your Dollar
greenhouse.
Tree.
So I have.
Dollar
I'm powering that greenhouse with the nuclear weapon.
Yes. Yep.
Or the nuclear plant.
Nuclear plant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna eat right away? Because it's gonna take a while to grow food.
A gun.
Okay. You got 1 gun, and you can buy the best
pick
gun.
a gun.
Whatever.
This
The
guy's got
best
a
gun.
bunch of dinosaurs.
The best gun.
Right.
Yeah.
And I need a utensil, a knife.
Oh my god, what a waste.
Yeah. You start off
You were
super
doing
strong.
pretty well there.
You start off
Then-
super strong. Your first 2 were like bang on, probably the best ones I could have thought of, and then the last 3 were just like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Fucking-
What was
this
the
guy
last
gets a
3?
The
spork.
greenhouse was actually decent, but like the gun, what the fuck are you doing with the gun, bro? Unless you can make your own bullets, that's a terrible item to bring. Because I said you only get 5 items.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back on
Okay,
that because
okay.
I didn't
End off on the
consider that.
greenhouse. So yeah, that's your 3.
I actually didn't even hear that. So no gun. I still have 1 more.
No, you have 2 more. Fuck the knife, man. That's a dumb. Come on, be better than this.
Yeah.
A knife.
No, I'm trying to be able to cut some shit. How am I gonna
Dude.
cut it up?
Come on, man. Think bigger. Think more creative. You're all like like I said, the first 2, even 3 were like pretty solid. You can fashion your own weapons when you're there. You know that, right? Like a fucking stone, man. You got knowledge,
Metal
man.
shop.
Yeah, you got knowledge, man. You use that
Yeah,
shit.
but those aren't gonna be that. Like, what kind of material? You gotta go hunting. This is the
Bro,
problem.
you know
It's
people
like-
used to hunt woolly mammoths.
I understand
with
that.
fucking spear weapons,
Sure.
like stone spears.
But that's a different time than like dinosaurs, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it is,
still the
'cause
same.
Woolly
Same.
mammoth was the back end of dinosaurs.
Bro, you think that all dinosaurs are fucking T-Rexes? You're gonna find
No,
some
but
that are like, easy to
T-Rex
kill.
time was before, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there were 3. Yeah. We're talking
Yeah.
about these plesiosaurs. Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Want to be fucking specific,
Yeah, I wanna be
motherfucker?
fucking
All right, give me 10 seconds.
They don't call me safety officer Armonic Bushlu for no reason.
To be fair, you did. You're allowed to ask questions and clarify. Plesiosaur era.
So Dr. Evil, you're gonna just put a bullet in your ass or what?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Are you gonna answer? Okay, fine. They were the plesiosaurs were Triassic, late Triassic. So they were the
So,
tail end of this. Actually, they're actually closer to the woolly mammoths than you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would have more time then because there wasn't as many, right? There was less dinosaurs.
I think Jurassic was it wasn't the most prolific era.
Yeah, I think the first one was the most.
I think actually wait no
there was-
Jurassic was the first one actually. Isn't Cretaceous the last one?
I don't know.
Taking me back to grade 3.
Grade 3, bro? No way. And you know what?
Jurassic is actually the last one. Wow, had it right the first time.
See?
Cretaceous came first, then you had Jurassic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you're near the tail end of this shit.
Yeah, so there's not as many. So I would get like a masonry shop or something.
Okay, nice, solid.
Okay.
Comes with all the included items. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of shit, and then I got one more, right?
Okay, so yeah, that's your 4. So
Uh.
hold on a second. Armand, no bitches?
No,
What the fuck, man?
No, dude.
No bitches?
No, what am I gonna?
This is my
procreate?
boy Armand here. Is not gonna
No.
bring bitches.
No, man, I'm gonna live a life as a philosopher, and I'm gonna write on the walls, and they're gonna discover my art millions of years later. That's gonna be me, son.
So they're gonna be like, there are signs of an early primitive human species.
More
they're gonna
more
wonder.
related.
They're gonna wonder how I built like a pyramid and shit. They're gonna be like, "Yo,
Looks like there was some kind of Homo erectus Neanderthal living here.
Oh man.
shit, dude."
So what's your fifth? What do you got? Because I actually got a follow up to this. That actually makes it even more interesting.
It would honestly have to be a chick, honestly. If I want to like live, right?
Well, not necessarily.
Here we go.
I
This
mean,
fucking
like,
guy.
you could be the pioneer, man. You could be the first one that intermingles with
The monkeys
maybe
and shit.
yeah, maybe you hold out
Yeah,
long
the
enough.
better answer, the funnier answer would have been like, "Yo, who needs bitches? I got these Neanderthals and shit, all these hoes around."
The thing is that like the Triassic era is so unfathomably before even the first signs of mammals were around that it just doesn't make sense. There'd be no way.
Wait, if mammoths were then,
Yeah,
there would be-
the mammoths were not that close. It's not as close as I thought. Because the mammoth era was around the human era.
yeah,
The
'Cause they're
Triassic era.
mammals, right? What was the first mammal?
First mammal was about 100,000 years ago. Well, no more than
100 million.
that. First, no.
No,
First, maybe. Hold on.
Oh, it was more than 100,000.
No,
Dude,
no. He's saying
100,000.
no. Armand's question, Doctor Evil, was when was the first mammal like born? Like how long ago?
more than
Way more
100,000,
than
bro.
100,000.
100 million, maybe.
Australopithecus is like 100,000.
Yo, battery exhausted
Bro, it's
again,
tired,
bro.
Just it's okay.
Damn, son. This whole time, this battery's goddamn exhausted. Bring your cardio up, son. Hector, what's going on here? Did you forget to plug in a battery, you motherfucker?
I did.
You have 8
No,
batteries.
I have 3, and I lost one. I don't know where that one is.
See, I knew I shouldn't have sold it to you. Should have kept them here. Those batteries, did they...
Okay, this is great. Yeah, so they're actually this is interesting. The first known
It's like millions
discovered
of years,
mammals
right?
was on the very, very tail end of the dinosaur era. So basically, yeah, near the end of the Triassic era, they lived like 210 million years ago.
There you go.
Damn.
They're called the fuck Morganucondoids,
Morgan Eucondoids,
something
bro.
like that.
Hit me up with that morgue, son. I don't know. The fifth one would probably be a chick.
A chick?
It would have to be if I want to like procreate. But given, can I like grow? Or hold on, with those masonry.
Yeah,
can
you got a
I
masonry
build-
shop. You got a
okay,
masonry shop.
Can I like cut down trees and like make like
Yes.
paper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Paper? How would you make paper?
No, not paper per se, but like a fucking block that I could write on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
No, I'm saying like
Yeah,
is
for
that-
sure you would.
That's
Yeah,
possible.
of course.
right?
Just think about it. Like the items that you brought, so you got the masonry, so you can make yourself some tools.
And whatever you can make.
Chop down the tree, and then you have your current 20 whatever your Iranian years are knowledge bring with you there. So if you know how to do that, you can do it there.
So 37-year-old Armand. Son, I feel like late 30s.
Yeah.
You
so-
feel like you're in your late 30s?
Yeah. Feel like I'm in my late 30s. Last 2 years I felt like this. Feel like I'm old, bro. Cuz the lifestyle is like old. You know what I mean? You kind of just
It's
like
responsibilities
a
and
lot of responsibilities. You're paying taxes. You're doing like regular people shit. You're not doing any like, suspect stuff. You're kind of keeping clear of this stuff. That kind of stuff, or more so. You're trying to stay more so. And if you are doing suspect stuff, it's like low key suspect stuff. It's not like, anything you're gonna do time for or anything like that. So that is fucking boring as fuck, man. Sometimes I just wake up doing this life and just have like lower back pain.
yeah.
I remember you telling me this like a while back. You're like, yo, I gotta do like consistent shit every day and it makes it super boring.
Is it you talking me or Dr.
No,
Evil?
Dr. Evil.
Oh yeah.
What? I said that?
Yeah, you're like something along the lines of like life is like so. You were still here. You haven't gone to Boston yet, but you were like, life is like pretty boring. It's like the same thing every day.
Yeah, I don't know when that was, but probably. It hasn't been like that for a while, though.
That's actually good. That's
good.
actually like really good.
That's good.
Happy for you.
A lot of people don't have that. Especially if you're doing like some corporate shit, bro.
When you like move somewhere else, things feel pretty different.
Yeah, that's true.
They feel new too.
Anything, man. It feels like it's been 2 years. It's only been like 5 months.
For you?
Yeah,
Damn.
You feel like it's been 2 years?
I feel like it's been a while. Yeah.
Hector, what does it feel like to you?
Not that long. Half a year.
Yeah, even less for me.
It hasn't dragged. Usually, usually things actually go faster than usual. I found for me. I'm like, oh shit, that was 6 months. It felt like
How
3.
long has it been since I injured my arm? Dr. Evil, you go ahead. How long you think it's
that's
been?
Month and a half.
Month and a half? You go ahead.
Yeah, beginning of July, I want to say, or end of June.
Okay, it's been 10 weeks.
It's 2.5 months.
Really? Since that video?
Yeah. It's early June.
Wait, because that was when Homeboy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it was
you're
early
right.
June.
Beginning of June, early June, because that was when Brian was here. Because he saw it. He saw you.
Yeah.
Saw
So
you with that arm.
that just shows how fast
this.
time goes. Yeah. Time goes by fast, man.
I wasn't off by much. I was off by like 2 weeks. I said end of June.
Do you guys have any goals to like get out of a 9 to 5?
I mean,
This sounds like an infomercial, but I'm saying this like, sincerely. Like, do you see
Yo, that's like. Remember when I told you I met with what was that guy's name from Swim Club, Hector? Brian?
Eugene. Or Brian. Brian.
Eugene,
Might have been Brian.
When they tried to sell me on like the multi-level marketing thing.
Did they both meet you, or was it just the younger or the older one?
No, it was fuck, I don't remember if it was the younger or the older one now.
Okay, fatter.
I think it was
fatter or
Eugene.
skinnier.
No, the skinnier one, yeah.
Then that's Brian. And that's the older.
That's Brian?
Yeah, and that's the older one. Because remember,
Okay, yeah, it was the older one. I
remember-
mixed up their names.
yeah, because Eugene.
It was him and another dude, but the other guy wasn't from the club. He was just some
Oh yeah,
stranger.
yeah, because Eugene.
But they were talking like that. And then this is kind of weird, man. Also, who the hell is this guy? I thought it was just us having lunch.
I remember you mentioning this to me years ago when it happened. You were like, "Yo, I just met him."
Yeah, I was like pretty pissed off
Yeah,
after.
I remember you.
And I drove out all the way here for this.
Yeah, it was fucking garbage. You were still in school at the time, I think.
Yeah, but the same thing happens. Yo, pass me that weed pen.
No, I don't have to get it. Are you talking about multi-level marketing or something else?
No. But just like
The idea of being disappointed by people you met.
Yeah,
or
they come
something.
up with some business proposal that's like shit, and you're like,
Oh.
dude, you're fucking retarded.
Oh, I thought you meant Senor Perez.
Perez,
You meant Perez.
no, Senor Perez came up, told me some dumb shit one time. He's like, yo, invest 10 grand for me, and we'll go, and you'll get like 3% in like a year. I'm like, bro, 3%, like fuck this, dude. Like, I don't want to do 3%. Like,
Sure.
it's fucking retarded. I don't know, like that kind of shit. I think you should only do business with like family, or like somebody that you.
A lot of people like
business
advise
with-
against that. Yeah,
Yeah, the complete opposite.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think you can get along, because in my family, like the only reason
But that's
I'm
just like
basing
general
this-
wisdom, right? You don't mix that stuff.
No, the only reason I'm saying this is because in my family, like my word counts more than like if, for example, if I was in business with my sister in a cafe, my word would count last. Like it'd be, or first, I would say. It'd be like the last word. You know what I mean? She'll if she says some suggestion and I'm like, no, we're not. Then we're not doing it. You know what I mean?
So what does that have to do
that's
with?
the-
Sounds like a good deal for her.
no, but it's the relationship dynamics is what I'm saying. But so it might not be like that with everybody, where like they're really in control. That's why they say that.
Yeah, that's the whole point. If it's like,
But I would be in control.
if you want to have a say in the business, why the fuck would you be your sister there?
Trustworthiness. It's our money together.
But you have the final say?
I have final say. I have
So
complete
then,
control.
what the fuck?
Huh?
Where's it? What's in it for her?
Not doing a 9 to 5. And I'm making way more money.
I mean, sure.
No. But have you take a look at like, some of these cafe revenues? Like Starbucks or Tim Hortons. Or something.
Dude, those places probably got massacred during COVID.
Yeah, fair.
No, they're actually doing pretty well.
I mean, look at Starbucks. Starbucks is like the biggest one, and they closed a lot of places.
yeah, but
at least
Starbucks is actually like not
for
affordable,
most of
bro.
the
It's like
pandemic.
$5 a fucking.
That's affordable,
God.
bro. If you're from Kits.
Shut up,
You're
bro.
out here-
I know.
you're out here in
I
Port
know for a
Moody.
long ass time that you got Starbucks like every day.
Not every day. What do you mean? What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're trying to well, you know, trying to call my bluff. Like, no, man, you don't. First of all, you don't.
How often did you get Starbucks when you were working your last job?
Like once a week.
Once a week. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my bluff. That was called.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing?
Shit.
It'd be like if I forgot to prep stuff in the morning, I'd go. So if it's like, oh shit, or like I'm really tired, I want a coffee kind of thing. But it was not like a regular, because we haven't really have a nice coffee machine at work. That's why, never needed it.
How do we get to the subject?
Yo,
You're high as fuck.
you said something about 9 to 5s.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what it was.
Yeah, okay.
You were pitching us.
No, not my
I'm
pitch.
kidding. You made a joke about that. Yeah, that it's not a pitch.
All these the problem is like it's so saturated with people being like, oh yeah, get on this pyramid scheme.
No, it's
what
yeah.
I'm saying is like an actual business idea. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of dumb guys that
You're just saying in general.
Yeah,
Like, would we want to get into
would
something
you,
like?
yeah. Have you ever thought
Yeah,
about
yeah,
like
yeah.
starting something up and doing something like that instead of? I mean, Dr. Evil kind of already in a certain way.
Yeah, and look at me, dude. I'm like the happiest guy you know.
You know what's funny? Like when he brought up the arms dealer thing, you're like, oh, if we had an in, and I remember thinking to myself, I didn't ask it out loud, but I was like, you know what? Probably similar stress levels, Dr. Evil, comparable.
No, way different.
Wait, if we had a what?
No, if you just because you know what you're doing right now versus like being an
Yeah.
arms dealer, you'd be like, you know,
Oh, dude, this is definitely taking years off my life.
you know what I mean? So I'm like, why not just
100%.
take on similar amounts of stress but get way more money out of it?
It's not similar though.
You don't know how he'd react to it.
I know none of you guys would react to it.
You don't know shit either. What? When's the last time you brokered a nuclear arms deal?
No. I know
Motherfucker.
that. But what I'm saying is I don't think there's no blueprint for dealing with that kind of stress.
Oh,
Yeah,
for selling? Yeah, but I don't. What I'm doing is not illegal. I'm not worried about
There's
that.
a huge aspect of illegality that you're not fucking
Yeah.
paying attention to, Hector. That shit's super stressful.
But in a way,
I was never to that
in a
point
way-
in my life, and I was fucking stressed. out
in
of
a
my
way,
mind.
yes. In a way, yes. And I'll, maybe it's the weed thing, but hear me out. And if it's bullshit, just say it's bullshit at the end. The legality part, yes. Like on paper, obviously fine. But the stress that comes from that of like looking over your shoulder, being worried that you can get shut down. Dr. Evil, is this sounding familiar? You know, not knowing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You know what I mean? So like, it doesn't matter what it comes from. Is the stress that you feel the same, yes or no? I actually think it would be similar for Dr. Evil.
There's another aspect of police that he's not dealing with.
No, but the stress is the same because in this case, if you're dealing arms, yeah, they're illegal. Who are you dealing with? You're dealing with your customers and you're dealing with the people that are going to shut you down, which is who? The police. Okay, so that's stress from them. And yeah, because obviously they'll shut you down, you'll go to jail, all these things that you could lose, money,
Okay.
whatever. He gets similar feelings from what he's doing right now.
I think at a very small scale, yeah.
I think he would disagree with you on the small scale.
I would have to like.
Because
your
he's-
perspective it's gonna adapt right away. So if I did all this illegal stuff to start with, and then I moved into this business wouldn't seem as stressful. But because I never was involved in being a fucking weapons dealer, what I am involved in now, it does seem pretty stressful.
That's what I'm saying.
Seems high stakes.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have my freedom on the line, I don't have to worry about like being arrested and losing my reputation. You remember we were talking about how to sentence that person, that guy who stabbed the thieves in a store.
Oh yeah, but we didn't have that conversation with Armand.
No, but I was
just
thinking like it's
continue.
not even about the prison time. Like it's more that now you have a criminal record and that's going to be
Yeah, of course.
associated with
Of
you
course, of
forever.
course. Yeah.
I'd rather like if you gave me the option of like, would you rather do no prison time and have this removed entirely from your history, or would you rather have the criminal record and not go to prison? And people look up your name and the first thing they see is this video of
Right,
you
right,
basically
right.
killing someone.
Go to prison, not have.
I'd probably rather go to prison
Depends on the prison.
and
for
have
you.
like no blemish.
No, but for you, Dr. Evil, it depends on the prison. Some prisons.
Yeah,
you
a
would not
Canadian
like it.
prison where I don't have to worry about
Canadian
like, having to
prison.
join a
Canadian
gang
Yeah,
to save
for
my
sure.
life.
Canadian
For sure.
prison, for sure.
For
For
sure.
sure. American
No
prison,
state prisons.
bro. You're gonna be a girlfriend for a little bit. you're gonna be somebody's wife for a little bit. You know
Jesus.
what I mean? You might get passed around the hood a little bit. Are we gonna turn this camera on, or are we just forget?
Oh yeah, I got you.
We just giving up.
No, we never give up.
Let's do Dr. Evil. How you feeling? How's your energy levels? Let's do one more topic. What do you think?
Yeah, it's alright. Sure.
Yeah. What's the next one?
That's it on the. The other one was very similar to the first. It's just a bunch
39, yeah.
39, 79 sea creatures just got discovered. Deep sea creatures.
Deep sea.
Deep. The
But
deepest.
yeah, I definitely want to like get away from this. This isn't really a long term. It'll literally kill me. I can't do this forever.
mean, yeah, you've been saying that for 10 years, but also
But
yes, you
there's,
should.
There's
get out.
avenues.
Well, it's changed dramatically in the last 2 years. I think it's got to end. At some
Has the
point.
feeling changed though? I mean, yeah, maybe it's more stressful now. I don't know.
It has.
But-
Recently, it's been really like. I mean, the last week or so was an anomaly. But I would say in the past year, yeah, things are better
That's good.
compared to 2019, for example.
Well, you've had some other peaks in the past as well. I think 2016 was a tough, or 2015, I forget. There was like one early year where it was like, yeah, man, it's
I used to do way more,
stop it.
enjoyable stuff in addition to this, whereas now it's kind of consumed me,
sounds like a
and
drug
I
addiction.
really just only work, especially being here.
Yeah, but you're also getting older, so you're just focusing on like mastering certain things. Plus, your 9 to 5 is taking a lot away from you.
Time-wise, yeah, it is actually. I forgot I've never actually asked you that question, Dr. Evil.
5 months.
If you were to remove 9 to 5 priorities, like you just didn't have to you didn't have to do it, because even before when you were here, you still had them, right, and where you were going.
Yeah.
If you removed all that, how manageable or scalable would this other thing be right now?
Let's go around the table with that, because I think he
Sure.
can say his
Sure,
piece,
sure,
and then
sure,
we'll
sure.
switch up.
If I didn't work at all in the lab stuff,
Yeah.
and I was still living back home,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd spend way more time on, like before I'd go swimming and we'd play squash once in a while,
Sure.
and I would do social stuff. I would probably just do those things. Spend more time reading.
Hmm.
All that shit that like the good habits that I used to have and that
Yeah.
we would talk about
Right.
once and pretty often actually. That's yeah.
But what I mean
I
is,
mean-
would you keep up this thing that you're doing right now? Would you keep it up and like even put more time into it or whatever? Like, would you dedicate? That is my
I don't
question.
know. There's kind of a cap on that too. It's not.
Right. So like, is it
You get
scalable?
sick of it as well.
Okay. Well, that's kind of was the point of my question. Is if we remove that 9 to 5 obligation from you entirely, would you just leave the amount of current effort that you put into this thing right now, or would you put in more, or would it just kind of?
Yeah, I don't think I would be putting it. For now, at least, things might change, but for now, I wouldn't put that much more effort. I wouldn't just like replace everything from
Yes.
the lab.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I also have people helping now, and I didn't have that before.
right. Actually, that's
Like, remember
true.
those crazy nights where I
Yes.
would literally work 24 hours straight,
Yeah.
and I'd drive home at 10 in the morning the next day?
Right. Yeah.
All that was insane. And then you just fucked up for the rest of the week.
Right.
So I don't do any of that anymore. And I wouldn't. Even if I came back, I wouldn't do that again.
Well, that's good. I think that's good, anyways.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have a more balanced life.
Also, too, like a better handle on it in general. If
A healthier
if
handle.
things were to change, right? So if
Yeah.
your situation were to change somehow, your 9 to
Yeah,
5 changes or
it's-
something, or you decide to move somewhere or whatever, it seems like you got a better handle on it in general.
Hector, what about you?
Phrase the question for me.
If you didn't have a 9 to 5, how would it affect your life right now?
It'd be fucking great, stress free.
All right, what would you be doing instead? Can't give us some borderline bullshit like that,
No, there's no bullshit. It's like no stress. Sleep would be better. I could do whatever activities that I want essentially. So the hobbies that I have, physical and non-physical, working on projects,
Anything specific that would drastically change?
drastically change. Not in a way. Yeah. I mean, you guys both know. Oh my
I
god.
think my brother feels the same.
Like
My brother's been unemployed for like 10 months now.
Yeah. It's like
He's afraid to go back.
I'm not. Yeah, because my first day's in like fucking 2 days. I'm not afraid. It's gonna be kind of cool, but it's been
It's exciting.
no stress for so long, and I was talking about this with someone. I was like, I thought that when I got unemployed, I'd be
Stressing.
not stressing, but I'd be like depressed because I'd be like bored. Who the fuck knows, right? Like I wouldn't find activities or things to do with myself, and I'd be like, oh my god. Not the
Yeah.
case. Hasn't been the case at all.
That's how I feel about it right now, if I try to envision it.
Yeah, that wasn't the case at all. I basically just put more time into like learning things, and this is not like like a formal setting. We're talking
Yeah.
like watch more interesting YouTube videos for longer. So like learning about how this technology is coming up, or just whatever.
Mechanics,
Some
whatever.
general,
Yeah.
some general like research
Skill.
in that sense.
Yeah, knowledge.
And then a lot of time has been spent, like helping out at home with
Nice.
like projects that we have with like the cars and stuff, and
Family time.
yeah, a lot more family time, which has been awesome.
Sweet.
Especially with my dad, because he works from home, so we can kind of spend however much time we.
That's precious shit, man.
Yeah, so it's actually been it's actually been really, like, in hindsight, it's been really fucking great.
It's a blessing.
Oh, 100%, man.
Yeah.
In so many ways. And I remember it took me a couple of weeks to realize what happened, like the changes that happened in my head. Like, I used to feel, you know what this is. You feel stress.
Yeah.
Your body feels it. And it took me a couple of weeks to realize that it wasn't there anymore. It wasn't an immediate thing. Like, I didn't notice the switch. I just noticed at one point that there had been an absence of it for a period of time. And I'm like,
Right.
wait, shit, it's not
Do you
there.
think it's gonna come back?
Oh, probably will. I mean, just having a job in general kind of gives it to you. I have a better idea of how much I want it to impact me, in the sense of how much I want to give to my job.
For the returns.
Yes,
Okay.
right? So I'm not going to abuse myself, so to speak. I don't have a better word for it, but I'm not going to abuse myself as much as I used to.
For work.
For work, because of what it does to me, and because of how I know I can feel if I don't do that, which is amazing.
That's good insight.
And I think that is probably one of the best things professionally that being unemployed did for me. Was what it kind of made me realize what I want out of the day that I put in whatever job capacity that I'm employed in, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, overall it's been fucking A1.
Sounds like it stabilized you, bro.
Yeah, it really did.
You know? Brought you to chi.
Yeah, in some ways. Some other things didn't go to plan, like sleeping habits just fucking all over the place. Because when you don't have a schedule, like, the world's your oyster, right? So it's like if you stay up till 3 and you sleep until 11 or like whatever,
It's your oyster.
mean, no one's gonna check on you.
Yeah.
So
no one gives a fuck.
so you can do what you want in that sense, but it's also like, okay, you probably want to fucking set a kind of schedule for yourself so you're not a fucking complete, like, all over the place. Like, you want to be up at a time where people are doing things. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be up when people are closing off their things, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be part of a society, you kind of want to, like, keep a decent schedule, because otherwise it's like you got these fucking weird, like, night crawlers that'll, sleep at whatever, wake up at like
Doctoreville.
1 p.m. It's like, well, okay, listen, if you're having breakfast when
Sunny.
people are wrapping up their lunch,
Especially Sunny.
then what the fuck, man? And the other thing too is it cuts valuable time, and it almost makes you feel bad about it. And what I mean by this is you're losing out on prime hours of the day where things in the world are interesting, things in life are interesting.
You're going against your biological clock.
Yeah, right. So like, even if you're like, yeah, man, I can still be
Feel
productive.
like you're missing out.
Exactly. Like you might say, okay, yeah, being productive at midnight or 1 a.m., 2 a.m. That's cool, but if you want to interact with people, if you want to know what things are like, the world is alive at a certain time in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and if you're not there for that, you're just kind of living life by yourself, really, and that cannot be good.
You know
for
what's
some
funny?
people.
If you go out from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., it's pretty dead everywhere.
9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Uh
For example, restaurants, malls, shopping centers.
People at work.
Exactly.
yeah, but some places are catered to that, so they're busier. But I understand your point. Yes, in general, yes.
So, that being said, take away the weekends because everybody's free, right? You're not really going to be too socially interactive during those times, even if you don't have a 9 to 5. But for me, I think the only thing that would drastically change would be my GPA.
Oh yeah, because you're
100%.
studying for sure, man.
Dude, especially like I can do 2.5 hours is like my peak at like prime.
Yeah.
Anything after that, I gotta take like an hour, half an hour.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Go fuck off.
Yeah.
But if I have like 8 hours, I can do that cycle like 3 times. So right now I can only do that cycle once during the week, and then on the weekends like 2 times. So if I can do that cycle 3 times every day of the week, think about how drastically it would change.
Of course.
Right now
of
I'm
course.
averaging about 86, 85%.
Mm-hmm.
I would average at least like low 90s.
which is significant.
Super in that field,
especially at that
in that field,
and in that range too, like at the high range. That's significant.
I remember looking at student numbers and their GPAs.
Yeah,
there's only like in a group of like 50 to 100, there's only like 3%, 4% that make 90 or over.
Yeah, that's
everybody makes that 70 to 80, 85%.
Well, that's a normal distribution curve. That sounds about right.
So that would drastically improve, and I think my body fat from sleeping right.
Oh yeah.
And
how's your sleep lately? Last couple of weeks, garbage, right?
Dude, last 2 weeks. Last week I just went MIA because I had too much to do.
Yeah.
And this week's has just been so stressful. So it's like these 2 weeks, ass.
See that's stressful, dude. It's been so great not having that. Yeah. I can't stress this enough. It's
but I'll tell you one thing that changed is I've been off the weights and like just training for 10 weeks. That's one thing that every time you stop it and you reintroduce yourself to it, you fall in love with it again. That high you get from working out or doing like pads or
of course,
something else.
Yeah,
I did it today and it was like that. I realized that this is like not only my therapy, but it's like what keeps me fucking dealing with the stress of like work and fucking school and that regular garbage,
Well, one thing that I notice about high intensity activity, and it can be that can be so many things for so many different people.
Yeah,
it can be weights, it can be a mentally intense activity, like a more like a more mental activity where it's something like jits where you got to think, right?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Porn.
Oh my god.
Gotta think a lot.
Rock climbing is another one, takes a lot of concentration. But even other activities that are super intense, like even football, basketball, whatever. The more intense these activities are mentally speaking, the better they are for your general mental health. Because what it does is it
conditions you.
It conditions you, which is great because it improves that, but it also takes away and uses up all your available mental capacity to block all the other bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? So if you got 20 things in your mind because you got shit to do, well, okay, that's fine, but once you show up and do this high intensity activity,
everything clears.
The thing is it only clears, it literally gets shoved away because your brain needs all the available attention for what's happening. Right? So if you're in a dangerous situation, right? So if you're practicing MMA or whatever, you can't be distracted and thinking about X because homeboy's going to punch you in the mouth, right? Like that's your sole focus is the guy in front of you. I noticed that for me in jits, where I'm like, when I'm sparring, I'm thinking about
anything.
No, literally nothing, because it's like there's.
Hey, isn't it? Hold on. That is love. I swear to God, that is love because it's the only time you're forced to control your mind.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because there's a couple of things going on. One, I've noticed for me is, okay, I'm thinking about what I want to do, right? Like what my general strategy is going to be. But the other one is you have like an immediate threat in front of you. The guy you're rolling with is trying to do something to you, right? So you're
trying to take your head off.
So your brain is completely consumed by what's in front of you.
Yep.
And it's an amazing thing. So that's not the only activity that'll do it for you. Rock climbing is another one, right? Because if you lose concentration, you're falling, son.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are other activities that do the same for you, and so whatever that is, finding one of those to do consistently is huge.
Also, sex.
Yeah, for some people, sex can be it too.
For some
people, they get they're completely in there. Like they're not. Some people have lazy sex, right? Or they're just fucking, but they're really thinking about what's gonna happen later.
So out of 10 times, Hector, how many times do you have lazy sex?
Out of 10 times?
Yeah.
0. I'm not kidding.
Dr. Evil, what about you? Out of 10 times you're fucking, how many times do you have lazy sex?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm not doing much fucking lately.
Go back to like previous statistics.
I fell asleep once. Remember I told you that?
Okay, well, let's say one. Columbia. Let's say 1 or 2 out of 10.
So tired. I remember I fell asleep and then I woke up. I'm like, oh, this is happening.
Wait, what? During? You woke up during?
So funny.
I thought girl pulled out and she
I fell
slapped
asleep
you.
During. No.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was really tired.
The reason that's so funny to me is because that also has happened, but not because I was tired. I was just so
high.
I was basically borderline greening out.
Jesus.
And this
Poor
girl
guy.
just riding me in my car, and the door's open. We're at Stanley Park, and there's other people around. So not only do I have the stress of like exterior people, because it's only like 12:30 in Stanley Park, people looking at lights, right? I have a cop with a fucking light that's going around flashing at cars.
What the fuck, dude?
And this girl is riding me, right? And I'm like borderline going into greening out and falling asleep. I don't know which thing.
Amazing.
I remember at that point, I'm like, I don't know what to deal with. So I just ducked her head and I just kept fucking. And I was like, hopefully this point just keeps going. This river keeps flowing. You know what I mean? This cop passes by and we just keep going, you know? But yeah.
Why did you bring it? Did you bring up the sex because it was no, sorry, not that what you just said, but just in general because it's similar?
It consumes at least my mind.
Yeah.
While it's going on.
And that in itself, like I said, it's huge, man.
And it's a double. It's a double gift sex because one, for me, it's consumes you, and then right after you're free of it.
I see.
So it's kind of like you're a slave to it for a little bit. You can enjoy that because being a slave to it is not that bad.
Well, isn't that these other high intensity activities as well? Because once you're done, are those things consuming you? Like if I do jits or Muay Thai, I'm still gonna want to lift weights. I see, but we weren't talking about the physical aspect. We're talking about the mental aspect, right? So it's like, yeah, you might want to lift
of that
weights.
Exact thing.
Yeah.
That same day.
Yeah,
sure, but I mean, I guess, but it's to a different point.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
You could still be, wanting to throw pads 2 times a day. It's been done before.
I got you.
Guarantee it. But you might not want to fuck. You might spar somebody and then you might go dead tired. And then you might go spar another person.
Yeah.
You might go roll with another guy.
Yeah.
Right. But you're not gonna fuck a chick. 5 minutes later, you're gonna go fuck another chick. It's just you need to be.
I see what you're saying.
The turnaround rate. They both have turnaround rates, but the turnaround rate on sex is pretty long.
Turnaround time. Yeah, I got you.
Dr. O, what do you think?
I'm looking at this video about like what's going on in China and their financial situation.
Let's end with that. That's a good one.
Sure.
So let me tell my piece of what I know about this. China's dealing with overbuild, a lot of overbuild buildings, and they drastically fucked that up. And there's a lot of people. It's basically the 2008 crisis, but worse for them because
their scale is huge.
Their scale is like humongous, but this has like been shown pretty frequently in the last 10 years. Like I've seen like K-dramas that dealt with the same situation where they had overbuilds.
Really?
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's like, how the fuck did you not calculate this?
Yeah.
Like, how many people do you have? Okay. This,
how do we fuck this up?
Yeah. So it just shows how disorganized the country is because even though they, from the outside, they kind of seem like they're very organized, right? And just basically Chinese culture is like, if I had to take a guess on a Chinese guy being organized or not, I'd be like, he's fucking organized.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As fucking racist as that sounds,
that's racist,
right? But that being said, they don't have an actual count on who's in a family, what's going on, mailing services.
Can you at that size, at that scale, though? That's the question.
Who knows where the mistake comes from? What I'm saying is that they don't have that, right? Versus like Canada, for sure they have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't be a felon just like walking around, bro. They're gonna find you. You know what I mean? They don't have that over there. There's a billion people. There's more than a billion.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Is like, is that even realistic to keep track of that many people? I don't think so.
Do you even have the right amount of names and characters in an alphabet to help that kind of volume of people? 1.8 billion people.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Like, how many stupid conversation goes on, bro?
Think about the amount of stupid conversations you've heard tonight. Multiply that by a fucking
you guys started that first. Start arguing with nothing. We'll run it back.
We're just going around the same topic.
You guys are basically agreeing on the same thing. You're just wording it different.
Yeah.
Just went back and forth.
We couldn't understand each other. We thought we were disagreeing with each other when we weren't.
It's just interesting to see how they're using that like social credit score, which was
aside,
the COVID app that blocks people from entering certain establishments depending on their test status.
Oh yeah, we should
have
that here.
They seem to be repurposing that tool for other things like controlling dissidents.
That's interesting, but also another
Becoming
thing
very
that's
dystopian.
kind of scary is if China goes to war with Taiwan, the recession. This is going to be a slow recession. It's not going to be a bad recession, I don't think, from what it looks like. It's just going to be a 2-year long recession. If they don't actually go to war, but if China goes to war with Taiwan, there's certain like trade agreements that's going to go ass up. And then it's going to be a real hard recession. It's going to be a long one too, because you got the COVID backed up. This is the COVID backed up. This is the fucking Russia, Ukraine backed up.
Entering the winter, yeah.
Right, entering the winter. Now you got these fucking Mongols fighting each other and shit.
Oh my god.
It's over, son. Some Genghis Khan shit, bro. This is like new level burning world type of shit.
Scorched earth.
Scorched
Come
earth.
back to Canada if they invade.
Who's invading?
If something happened with Taiwan, I'd be like, first trip back.
Actually,
to
yeah,
Canada.
that'd be pretty smart.
Hold on. Would you if Canada was attacked, would you guys? Let's end with this. Is Canada's
obviously,
attacked?
I'd probably still come back.
There's a voluntary draft. It's not really a draft. It's just
Voluntary
What
draft.
the fuck?
voluntary
Like,
enlistment, right?
I
And they're on our soil. Boys, are we signing up?
we gotta send it.
Are we signing up?
I don't
Doctor
see
Doctor
that as,
Evil, we
like,
can just
likely.
you can be in the computer room, just like calling shit out.
It can be aviation.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
Yeah,
join the chemical weapons department.
there you go.
He's gonna be in a lab.
Call him.
same
He's
spot.
gonna go from
Kill
Doctor.
myself right away.
He's gonna He's gonna go from Doctor Evil to Doctor Manhattan 2.0.
Yeah, and he's gonna work on prostate fucking cancer.
Jesus.
How to cause prostate cancer.
Yeah, there's a whole war going on, and fucking Dr. Evil. Oh, I discovered
They
how to.
repurpose us entirely.
Shit. Hector, what about you?
Yeah, I'm signing up. Send me.
What? Give me a 1, 2, and 3 of which.
Air Force, baby.
Air Force is 1, and what's 2,
Gotta send
3?
it. No, but just like whatever the 2, 3s are in. Like the one's pilot, and if that doesn't work, just something close.
Yeah, but would you pick like Army?
I wouldn't do like infantry. I don't think I covered it. I'm
National
truthfully
Guard?
told. Yeah, sure.
You go.
The thing is, truthfully told, I don't think I'm cut out to being, like, I don't think that's my most effective use of me.
Life.
Is infantry.
Yeah.
I think I could be better purposed somewhere else in the army.
So you're brain over bronze.
More definitely,
Yeah.
definitely more biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Enlist.
And I think right now
Yeah.
I definitely question things too much. So like we're talking about, you can either follow orders, life or death, or like you die. You know what I mean? It's like,
Fuck that. I wouldn't even be in the army for that reason.
so.
Well, anything, Army, Navy, Air
No,
Force.
no, but what I'm saying, like in the infantry thing, it's like, bro, like you need to follow orders or you'll die.
Yeah.
Versus like if you're doing some shit like avionics support or whatever, it's not as fucking like crazy, man. It's like no one's gonna bark orders at you like, hey, give me the cuff. Like, no, man. It's like people know what they're doing. It's
They
like,
might.
No, but
Here and there, not as much.
It's not the same intensity,
No,
man.
it's not.
We don't have rifles in our hands, bro. We're not, knocking on fucking doors and like bashing them in and fucking all. Like, it's just not the intensity is not there. So I don't think that'd be my best best place to be put in.
I'd go Air Force, Marines.
Oh damn.
Never Army.
Never army.
And
Air Force Marines?
No, or like he's saying like,
Oh, I was like
1, 2.
two separate.
yeah, two separate. That's what
Two
he's saying.
separate. And then would be third.
There's no Marines in Canada.
That's true, actually.
There's no Marines in Canada. God damn it.
There's just 3, bro. It's just Navy, Army, and Air Force. I thought you meant something more specific. Like, what position would you want to be? Like, what job would you like to undertake? Because that could be
that too.
that's more
emergency response.
There you
team.
go. See something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 would be.
Can that be
emergency
like a
response
general?
team.
Be a general. Yeah, if you believe people would listen.
Get the.
I feel
I'm
like
like,
I
This
played
guy
a lot
needs
of
like a-
Age of Empires.
Oh yeah. Do that. Yeah. When you show up for the interview and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" He's like 20, and he's like, "Yo, guys, I played a lot of Age of Empires. I got the tactics pretty well worked up in my head. I think you should go with me."
Played a lot of City Builders.
If
Yeah,
Dr. Evil had if he was a general, his marketing campaign guy would tell him to be like, "Yo, stand on this podium. You look more enforcing." Give him like a 16-inch podium. You know who would make that podium? Me, motherfucker.
Yours truly.
Yours truly. I'd sand that bitch down, taint it, all that shit. All right, it's been a good one.
Metaverse War.
I'm in for that one. Arman's gonna have his computer science degree by then. We'll be set.
We'll be good. We'll be good. Another 3 years.
3 years until you're 3 years away.
Oh, bro, it's so long, man. It's so long. I'm
Zero
like
progress.
I'm like 3 years in. I'm like 2 years in.
this guy started last year. He's already 2 years behind schedule.
Fuck, man. Dude, the worst part is like when you go from like BCIT to SFU, like so many credits don't
Just
transfer.
fucking disappear.
Like 35, 40 credits just down the drain. And
Jesus,
you're like,
dude.
fuck. Only like 12
Not
or 13.
recognized.
Only like first year courses, like
Second year?
80% of first year courses.
And
transfer.
second year?
Nothing second year.
What the fuck?
Nothing second year.
That's fucked.
Dude, I was doing early third year shit at BCIT.
Holy shit, yo, it's 2:30 a.m. here. Fuck.
All right, dude.
All right, we'll wrap and get the fuck. Get some
Call it a
sleep.
night.
Yeah, bro.
All right, man. Peace.